In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the Black Oak Tonfa we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking a bit about the history and origins of Tonfa, who uses them now, what's the difference between these and the standard Red Oak Tonfa, and at the end I'm going to put together a short montage of people training with Tonfa. Hi, my name is Doug Swift. I've been in martial arts for the past 34 years and I've been the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 17 years. If you like this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the Black Oak Tonfa we have for sale at Enso. So the origins of Tonfa are sort of a bit vague. It's a bit hard to tell who's right, you know, who's wrong, like what theories are there or not. And it could be that actually all of them are correct in some way. Like just having a very straight like evolution from one country to another isn't necessarily like correct. It could be that just something like Tonfa has evolved completely on its own in separate places. And it's pretty easy once you learn how to use the weapon to see why. It's quite a simple like weapon in a way, and it's very similar to empty hand fighting. A lot of the Japanese, especially the karate style of fighting, lends itself very well to using Tonfa. So there's not a huge amount you need to do with some of the techniques in terms of adapting for this particular weapon. Now in terms of the history, it seems to be that like in other countries outside Japan, like China and Thailand, the word for this in their native language is crutch rather than sort of in terms of a weapon. So it's much more of say a crutch that you'd walk yourself around with. Now in the Chinese styles, they're slightly longer, so you would actually be able to use it as a walking stick. And it's very possible that in Thailand and Indonesia as well, this was a similar thing. Now, using walking sticks as then a weapon makes a lot of sense. You know, if you're walking around with it, you can then bash like a potential attacker with it, and you don't have to carry an additional weapon to help protect yourself. Now, obviously they're shorter in Japan, like that. You know, you couldn't use that as a walking stick, it's way too short. But this style of weapon also has evolved in other countries, sometimes where it's tied around your arm, like strapped on there, almost like a bit of armor in a way. Now there are some theories that they may have come from other places rather than just as walking sticks. Some people think that they might have been like mill handles used for like grinding flour and whatever. Other people say it could just be like bits of broken chair or whatever that you can pick up and fight with. Whatever it is, now Tonfa are a very good weapon to train with, and quite a simple transition from empty hand fighting to using these, so it's quite a good weapon to start with for those Japanese systems. So who are these styles that I'm talking about? Well, you know, it's gonna be say the Okinawan styles with a lot of their Japanese Kubudo styles, the weapon styles. They're mostly known for it. So like styles like Goju-ryu karate will definitely be used to using these. Now, you know, other styles, I know karate means empty hand and I understand that, so there isn't any weapons involved, but there are a lot of karate schools now that will pick up weapons and they're adding weapons to karate. Now it might not be part of the official syllabus, but there are a lot of schools that are using certain weapons. Tonfa, Kama are definitely like in that mix. So let's have a look at the features of the Tonfa. So now this is called Black Oak. Now to say that it's actually made out of black oak, it's slightly misleading. Now I know that it should be called red oak that's painted black, but it's not so catchy and everyone in the industry calls this black oak. So it's actually red oak and it's actually painted black. Now there's no difference in price between the red oak and the black oak, so it purely is an aesthetic thing, and people actually really like this black coloured Tonfa. Yes, if everyone's got red oak, it kind of stands it out from the crowd a bit, stops them getting pinched, but people actually really like that kind of sleek design. So yeah, no price at all. It's actually red oak, very tough, very durable, and it's painted black. Now outside of Japan, the styles that we use these, you do see them used in Shaolin. There is like crutch form, Shaolin crutch that you see being used. They are a bit longer, they're a bit more stylized on the end, but they're definitely Tonfa looking, and you do see similar techniques being used with them. There's other styles down in Thailand and Indonesia, but they're much more obscure, very difficult to find those styles in the UK. Styles like Krabi Krabong, which is like a kind of weapon style in Thailand. I've never seen that being taught. Yeah, I've never even seen it being taught in Thailand. So it's I know it exists, but yeah, the two main styles are going to be the Okinawan styles and Shaolin. So just having a look at the dimensions now, this is quite a simple one. These come in at exactly 20 inches. Now you do get Tonfa in different lengths. We've had them in 18, 20 and 24. Now the idea with Tonfa is that it's as long as your elbow. It shouldn't be any longer, and as you can see with me, it is actually longer. I'm pretty average build, pretty average height, so actually I should probably have the 18-inch ones. However, people don't want the 18-inch ones. They're very, very unpopular. The 20-inch are much more popular. It seems to be that within classes, 20-inch is the one that everyone's training with. So these really are the only ones we sell. If you do want 18 or 24, we can get them, but the only ones we have in stock are the 20-inch. So at Enso Martial Arts, we do like to think we've got a pretty good selection of Japanese Kubudo style weapons. So as well as the Black Oak Tonfa, we also have Red Oak Tonfa. We have three types of kama: the metal kama, red oak kama, and the Black Oak kama. Two types of hambo: red oak and white oak. Whole range of bow staffs and jo staffs, including this tapered red oak bow staff. 22 different types of nunchucks, including these very traditional wooden octagonal nunchucks. We do three types of wooden tantos: red, black and white. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people training with Tonfa. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the Black Oak Tonfa we have for sale at Enso. If you like this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!